sitting 1, 2, 3 times, he shouldn't continue with practice because this is a bad habit. So we stand up and start walking. Now, yesterday, we have received some guidance about walking meditation, but there are many, many ways to practice walking meditation. So I would like to highlight today one way of practice which is connected with the 4 pathways to success that the Buddha taught. These pathways to success are relevant to any kind of subject in life. If one cultivates them, one can succeed because there are principles that are relevant to any kind of subject. So the first one is having a good expectation, positive expectation, a desire to practice, a desire for a certain result. So we have to bring it also to our practice of meditation in order for it to be successful. How we do it? We start the practice with a certain dedication and a reflection of the benefits of the practice. Why are we practicing? We should recollect the good results that we already got from the practice and the importance that it was received from the Buddha and the great disciples. For example, we are now in the presence of the Sangha and the senior monks. We can consider that they all praised mindfulness, alertness, and effort to preserve these qualities. So when we start practicing, we think, okay, we already saw the result of the practice, some well-practiced monks, some well-practiced lay practitioners. We also have our own experience of how this practice changed something in ourselves. So this effort is worth doing. And with this kind of expectation, we have, okay, there is something to gain, something wonderful to gain from this practice. So at that moment, some energy arises. So the first factor of success is desire, which brings about the second one, energy. So after we reflected on the good results, the good reasons to practice, immediately an energy comes. We want to do something about it. So we now like to practice. So now we have a lot of energy. Now energy might sometimes get scattered because we may think, okay, I want already to have the great result of the practice, to attain something or to become something or to experience something. But then the third factor of success is chitta, which is focus. So we direct and channel our energy and our positive expectation to one point which is effective, one action, one task. We have now, when we practice, simply one task. That is one step at a time, one breath at a time, each and every step. When we walk, to be mindful of that as much as we can, wholeheartedly. So this is chitta. It's not just about having a lot of energy and, oh, now we are practicing, we have faith in the Buddha, so we just practice. We have to think, okay, simply if I'm mindful, there is a progress. So I do whatever I can to be mindful in that very step. Then the next step. And then the fourth one is vimamsa, which is reflection on the practice. Because sometimes there are obstacles arising and we don't know why there are errors and how to tackle them. So vimamsa, we stop for a moment and reflect. We don't just continue on autopilot mode that, okay, we just practice, we just try to be mindful. Then after 10 minutes, we realize that we haven't been here at all, that we fall asleep or no, we have some time to reflect. Okay, how is my practice actually going? Am I putting the right conditions? Why does it go wrong? What was good and I should preserve? So I give a little demonstration to show how this can practically be applied. For example, we have this very nicely done walking path, which has a very good length. They are in a very nice location, open space, very calming. And they have they are very straight. They keep us in a simple structure, like we have simply a long, narrow line to walk and to focus on. So when we walk as part of cheetah, we don't let our eyes move all around and think what we see is this bird or that. Now we are in a practice, we have a certain task. That is, we know, reflected on the benefit of the practice, on the benefit of mindfulness, we say, until the end of this path, I will do what I can to be mindful in each and every step. For example, to make it even clear, to say whenever my foot land on the ground, I will be mindful of that until I reach the other side of the path. Now we start doing it. We know the benefit that it brings. Every mindful landing is a moment of progress in the practice. So we start. Okay, 1, we don't have to count, but 2, 3. Let's say we reach the end of the path. Now is the time to stop just for a brief reflection. Okay, I did what I could. I put the effort. I put my concentration. I didn't look here and there, thought about the past or future. Now, was I really here? Or did my mind wandered all around? Did my eyes wander all around? Did I thought about the next meal or the next project or the next year? And if we realize, okay, I actually did it. I was determined enough. I managed to collect myself and be here. Then out of this reflection, this vimangsa, we can appreciate it and say, okay, we did this whole 10 meters or 20 steps, whatever. We did it mindfully. So it means we now gained a bit of confidence. We know we can go this length without losing mindfulness. So, and this means we did a little bit of a progress because for a certain time we have been mindful. So now we use it in order to generate new chanda, new good expectation. As we just did it, we can continue to work like this the whole hour. So at least I will make another determination to go the way back. Each step mindful just in the same way. And when I reach the other side, I again reflect because my mind can go back to its habit. So we walk again all the way back. 1, 2, 3. And when we reach the end, we again reflect. Was I actually here in each and every step? And if we realize that actually half of the steps, at least, our mind wandered, or we were angry, or we had some desire or something, and we actually forgot to practice, then it's the time also to give us a little bit of reminder, a little bit of encouragement. Actually, I missed this time. This time was kind of a waste. But I also already know that I can do it. So now I should keep what I can do. I will do again another round as good as I can because I know that it's possible. So we do another round. Now, this is very important, this encouragement and reminder, because if we don't encourage ourselves, it's very easy to get uninvolved in the practice. But if we have this, it's like having a certain coach, a certain teacher right there with us, who telling us, very good, you are doing right, keep it up, you will get the result that you wanted, this is why you're practicing. Or if we see that we lose momentum and our mind wander away, this teacher kind of call us back and say, hey, gain back your momentum, wake up, you can do it. So this is very helpful and very important. So these 4 factors, the first one is chanda. We have to fuel it up, having this, it's one thing to just have the fire in the beginning of meditation, but the second thing is actually to keep the fire alive while we are practicing. So every time we reach the end of the line, we give this reflection and we try to give us a little push, a little bit of encouragement. Otherwise, the very most common obstacle in meditation is that people lose interest or lose involvement, and after 20 minutes, the mind is just wander for 20 minutes, for half an hour, and then they realize, okay, I wasted my time, maybe next time. But if you keep up this kind of checking up, And this ability to fuel ourselves, to teach ourselves while we are practicing, we will use our time as good as we can. So desire, good expectation, reminding ourselves the benefits, then having the energy, then focusing on a one task, that is each and every step to be mindful. And the last thing, Vimangsa, when we reach the end, each time give ourselves reflection and another encouragement, another chanda to do our best. So this is the instruction for today. So please find your path.
Not everyone was here yesterday morning.
Okay. Yeah, I will show to those who don't know where they can practice. We have here on the right. Yeah. Okay.
So now we can switch to YouTube and this session will be this much only. So you can directly go to YouTube